I tell them you can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. I'm a type of nigga that says shit straight. I never did hate, that's a bitch nigga trait. By any means, baby, I'ma get to the cake. I been a real nigga, so it ain't for debate. Beefing with me, get you hit with a stake. She left you for me, saying you the mistake. I can't be replaced. No, saving what hoes? Do you see me with a cake? I hustle from sun up to sundown. If a hater run up, he get walked down. We be up in that stick on who talk down. Reaching for my shit, 5-5. I be putting in work, I don't clock out. Talking dirty, you niggas get mouthed out. Shout it like how I kick it like Kung Lao. Cause these niggas be chicken, compound. I ain't wanna do it, but have to. I'm the shit like I live in the bathroom. Pull up, eat it and dip, she fast food. Girl, let me show you what this cash do. I'm going nuts like the cashews. My name in they mouth with a bad move. Not a brokey, I go with a cash move. I'ma set this shit off if I have to. Hey. Niggas ain't built like me, bionicles, but you self-made. It's ironic though, you original but you be copying. I'm by my coins, I got that sonic flow. Bruce Lee, Roy, bitch, I got the glow. Probably run a ticket up at Papa Do's. Call me Young Atomic cause I'm about to blow, nigga. Pause, no homo, no homo. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. You can't get like me. Pack strong, hit like me. We ride till we D.I.E. My cash up too lit, I be up.
We are. Oh shit! Hold on, Trey.
Yeah.
I forgot to grab the mic. Hold on. This bullshit. Yeah. He get his ass whooped. Y'all give me a second.
He is trying to get his little station set up. I was just about to go grab a snack from the kitchen real quick, but it's all good though. Canelo went out there and got his ass toe off the frame tonight easily. We already know ain't no Mexicans gonna be coming through talking that shit. Yasa said this was gonna happen. Double down on the bet and shit. Yeah, that shit there was just easy work, man. That's the best way you can describe it. Just easy work. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be wailing and gnashing of teeth. That's what we already said. But we already see the excuses coming out talking about the man ain't do nothing but run and all that type of shit. You already know. Well, they sick over there. I got some folks mad on Facebook already. They answering back too, nigga. They ain't let me just say my shit and get away with it, nigga. They coming back with something. I'm over there arguing too, nigga. I'm petty as a motherfucker. On Mexican Independence weekend too.
That's right.
Ooh. Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow me to be one of the first people to jump on live and say T-Bud Crawford, the new 168-pound champion who whooped Canelo, Mr. Undefeatable, Mr. Bud Too Little. He can't take his power. He can't do this. He can't do that. I am joined by the great fight caller Trey X and the voice of reason, D-Lo 404 Boxing. And anybody else that's going to join tonight, we going to talk our spit. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's up, my brothers?
Going down, man.
Good.
Mike, check. I still there.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, how it sound?
You good? It sounds like MZ just knocked his own self out or something.
No, I'm here. You crystal clear. You know, it's kind of crunk over here at my house, so I had to kill the mic for a hot second.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was Crawford. Trey like to say that was some player shit Crawford just did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he dissected that boy.
Yeah.
Real player.
Pick, polished, and demolished.
Pick, polished, and demolished. Yes, sir.
We got my boy. We got AI meets music. AI meets in music. We got our boy Yasser from across the pond. We finna have some fun tonight, man. We finna have some fun tonight and talk crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, man. From the moment Crawford said he wanted this fight, as soon as Crawford was no longer unsure about the weight jump and said he wanted to fight, I was all in on Crawford beating that ass. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just it wasn't just off of what I seen in Crawford. It was shit I seen in Canelo over the years too, and especially in his losses and some of his guilt decisions. Like, man, Crawford got what it take to really just run up the score on that boy. And yeah, I jumped out there and went with a stoppage. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the fight, that shit wasn't that far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Crawford had to just been a little bit sharper. And turned up a little bit more here. He could have potentially got that boy out of there. Canelo act like he wanted to quit anyway. That what I was banking on. I really was banking on Canelo quitting on his stool, or the corner just saying they seen enough.
Man,
he almost quit.
Say it again.
See, he almost quit. No mas
in the middle of a round.
Yeah, the 11th round, I think it was when I saw him really like he want to quit.
Yeah, motherfucker turned their back and started walking toward the corner. It like he thought about that, thought about the Mexican people. Like, nah, I can't do that.
Oh, I got my big brother in the house, Big E, Maestro, Texas Timbo.
Yeah, that's what my bad. Well, that's what I was thinking of Kane. He couldn't quit on Mexican Independence Week.
No, he couldn't quit on Mexican Independence Day, and he thought probably like, man, these fans ruthless. I can't go home if I do this shit.
Yeah.
Rod X also in the building.
I'm gonna have to stay in San Diego. I think that where he stay in the United States, San Diego. So he won't be able to go back home.
Hey, I have to agree with Joseph Brown. He say celebration move over Mayweather. It's Crawford, right? Yes, the Mayweather era. We can finally go ahead and close the book and turn the page on it because it's all about Crawford right now.
Yeah. That man just cemented who era this was. He got the opportunity to do what a lot of other guys never got the opportunity to do. Who was like the marquee guys in the same era. Was that actually selling in the ring? You know what I'm saying? Like Roy and Oscar, they kind of shared an era. You know, Floyd kind of came up on their heels, but it was like Roy and Oscar were the guys, but they was always too far apart in weight where the fight didn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? They could have done it, but, that would have made Oscar had to come up a lot, come up and put himself at a disadvantage. And that wasn't finna happen when he was the cash cow. But, you know what I'm saying? These guys, one of them dared to come on up and go ahead and solidify that this is era.
We gonna see if little buddy shows up like Yasser asking, where's little buddy?
I don't even remember what that dude's name was. I had to go back and look at that live and see what it was.
Man.
AI meets the music say Bento MS Bud was better than Floyd Mayweather.
I don't know, man. I can't just disrespect Mayweather, but he has definitely done some things that Mayweather never done because he was never undisputed, according to my knowledge. And this man is undisputed in 3 different weight classes, all the way up to 168, starting at 135. So
Floyd wasn't gonna put himself at no disadvantage like that. He did what he did against Oscar, and I respect the hell out of him for that because he did whatever Oscar wanted him to do to get that fight done. But that was a one-weight jump. When Oscar had already been to 60 at that point, and you know what I'm saying, so we was back down to 54. But this would have been the equivalent of, Floyd moving up, fight Andre Ward or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not Andre. Yeah, when Ward was at 68, when them guys that was in that Super 6 tournament, that would have been like Floyd fighting one of them guys. for the strap, even though nobody was undisputed at that time. But hell, Arthur Abraham or Carl Froch or somebody, you know what I'm saying? And we seen Floyd say he wasn't messing with Sergio Martinez. He wasn't messing with Triple G, and they was at 160. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give Crawford his credit that, you know what I'm saying, he as they say, dared to be great, but then he just dared to be great. He went out there and was great on the night.
Yeah, and I got to give Crawford props because he beat a more seasoned Canelo. When Mayweather fought Canelo, Mayweather was the A side. He just fought and beat Canelo by decision, as with Canelo being the A side.
On
He
Canelo
fought,
terms.
yeah, on his terms. He beat the motherfucker at his weight class. No rehydration clause, no catch weight. When Mayweather beat Canelo, he beat him at 152, and there was a rehydration clause, if I'm not mistaken. So I got to give more credit to Crawford for his victory.
Yeah, and Crawford too is also older than Canelo.
Yep, and he older than Mayweather was when he beat him, because Mayweather was 36 and Crawford was damn near 38.
Yeah.
What it was is Canelo done got his ass whooped by two old men. My boy AI Me Some Music say you don't have to worry about disrespecting Mayweather. This nigga disrespected Ali. Forget him forever.
Yeah, that's why Roy don't bet with him.
Yeah. I didn't really see him straight disrespecting him, but I did see him hold it against him that he got beat by Leon Spinks, and Spinks only had 7 fights.
He always talking, the same guy that lost to Leon Spinks, same guy that lost to this guy, same guy that got 5 losses, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Floyd the one who fucked up boxing with that everybody count losses bullshit. And I'm talking about with the fans, and even got some of these fighters scared to take a L. So he started always talk. That's all he talk about. That been his whole, I'm better than everybody because I ain't got no losses. And that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't discredit these guys. Even he talk about Sugar Ray Robinson. He talk about all the losses Sugar Ray Robinson got.
Yeah. Well, you can't say shit about Crawford because Crawford don't have no losses.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? We shouldn't even be wasting our breath talking about Floyd, because this about what Crawford did tonight. Going up against the dude that not everybody, because we weren't saying that here. This is the man who went up. Oh, the move is too big for him. They make weight classes for a reason. Crawford he's gonna buckle when Canelo touch him. Well, we seen Canelo touch him. Did it affect him like people thought it was? No, it didn't. What I did see was that Crawford punches affected Canelo in a way that nobody expected. Well, not nobody, because a few of us did expect it. The jab kept Canelo thinking. And then Crawford took it a step further. And when they end up going blow for blow on the inside, Crawford's defense was damn near impenetrable. And he made Canelo pay for everything he tried to dish out.
And plus, his body language was so demonstrative of a person that's in full control of what was going on in the ring. I mean, he mocking the man, he laughing at the man, he sticking his tongue out and shit. It just reminded me of the performance that he had against Felix Diaz at 140. And that was one of the fights that I gave him a lot of credit for because he beat an Olympic gold medalist. But if y'all remember that fight, that's the fight where he was patting him on top of the head and fucking with him. And
Yeah. So was.
Yeah, and the referee was like, man, stop that shit, man. Just fight, goddamn. He already whooping his ass, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of energy that he had in this fight. And I ain't gonna lie, I did not expect to see that. I thought it was gonna be a fight where he was gonna have to dig down deep and do what he got to do to go get the victory. I didn't think it was gonna be a walk in the park, because that's really what it looked like. And I'm still tripping on the way he was just casually blocking these punches and shit like it's no big deal. It kind of reminded me of what I told y'all not that long ago about Brian Norman Jr. when he fought that Japanese fighter. Because that Japanese fighter was throwing some hard, fast punches, and he was just casually blocking the motherfuckers like he doing pad drills or some shit. And that's what this fight looked like. It looked like Crawford was doing pad drills in the ring with a motherfucker. It looked like Canelo was there to work with him or some shit instead of trying to beat him. and he went out there and got outclassed thoroughly.
Yeah. Canelo was in there like he was trying to prove that he could hang with Bud. And you know, the fans expected Crawford to have to try to prove that he belonged in the ring with Canelo.
Yeah.
Well, he actually did that. He proved that he belonged. Well, he proved that Canelo was not on his level. No matter how strong Canelo supposedly was, I kept saying, you know, people saying that Canelo hit hard, but we don't know how hard he hit. We ain't fighting him, but we have seen different times when certain people stepped in the ring and people was like, oh, he gonna get destroyed. And that person ended up saying, you know what? The punches that he was hitting me with really wasn't all that hard. And that's what that looked like tonight, watching Bud and Canelo. He was catching punches. He was sticking Canelo to the body. He like you said, if he had been sharper, if he had caught him a fight 6 months ago and stepped in the ring, I believe a lot of those counters that was just missing would have been tagging Canelo quite throughout the fight. But Bud came out. Soon as the bell rung and they got him within distance, Bud threw the first punch, which in my opinion let me know that he was going to let Canelo know, I'm not running from you tonight. He used enough foot movement to keep Canelo turning, resetting, sticking that jab in his face, making him have to think. And what happened when we started seeing it as the rounds went later on, when we got to round 11? What did we see Canelo do? Look like that motherfucker tried to turn around, walk to the corner and say, I had enough of this.
Yeah. No mas. I'm telling
No
you,
mas,
he was
no
one
more.
step away from no mas. He was one step away from no mas, man. I ain't bullshitting. And if y'all remember when Duran quit, it wasn't because he was getting the brakes beat off of him. It's because he was getting outclassed, outboxed. He was getting embarrassed. He was getting stunted on. Sugar Ray Leonard was laughing at him and all that kind of shit. That's the shit that Crawford was doing to the motherfucker. Same shit. And it looked like he just mentally made them want to shut this shit down, man. Fuck this shit. I ain't got to be here for this.
We got Napoleon Armstrong that joined us. Gil Coles is in the house as well. Salute to you, fellas. Salute to you.
Salute.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm so amped up right now. I ain't sleepy. I wish I could watch it again on Netflix instantly. I am satisfied with this fight. This is a fight that I can actually say I watched and I am totally satisfied. Bud didn't get hurt. Yes, he took a couple of shots, but he took them like a champ.
And that's the thing. My fault for cutting you off. But, you know, Canelo was supposed to be the biggest, strongest, hardest puncher that he ever faced. But I guarantee you that if they ask Crawford who's the hardest puncher or who's the guy that hurt you the most in the ring, he's not going to say Canelo. He's still going to say Gamboa. It seemed like his chin has gotten better as he's moved up in weight. Because, you know, he did the stanky leg against Gamboa at 135, but he more steady on his feet at 140, 147, 54, 168 now. He taking punches from hard punchers and laughing at him and shit. He took Earl Spence's best punch and was like, damn, is that it? He took Canelo's best punches and was shaking his head, talking about, nah, that shit wasn't nothing. Laughing at the man, sticking his tongue out at the man. Just straight domination, physically and mentally.
Well, Trey, that's when I used to try to tell people, man, when they used to want to go by that Gamboa hurt him, you know, at 135 and this, that, other. Like, man, Gamboa was a guy who was a smaller fighter, had one fight at the division coming up, but he could punch. And was very quick, sneaky power. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't drop Crawford, but he hurt him. But you know what I'm saying, at the same time, we know Crawford was, you know what I'm saying, Crawford was outgrowing the division. Probably stayed 3 fights more longer than he should have. So like people don't even think about, like, when they go to use the criticisms about a guy getting hurt at a lower weight class by a smaller guy. They were both small at that time. You know, and he done moved up. Now he ain't killing himself to make the weight. He may have better punch resistance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guys hit harder and they hit, you know, they're heavier. But you know what I'm saying, when the guys ain't got to go through all the rigors of trying to make weight, it's a good chance that they may be able to take shots better. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, people wanted to say you know, this person gonna stop him at 47 and that and the other, and you know what I'm saying, he can't take Canelo shot. They still was going back to Gamboa. So it's like, you know, at some point, when are they gonna get off the gas and just say, okay, that was a long time ago. We don't, the circumstances are so much different now. We can't just hang our hat on that.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you know, can we kind of slightly take some of the sting off? That's why they make weight classes. When you have fighters that actually are skilled, not saying Canelo not skilled, he's just not as skilled as Crawford. And what I've been saying, and I'm going to continue to say, Canelo is not that guy to me. He's never been that guy to me, for the simple reason he did not take certain fights in certain weight classes to show who he was. Bud jumped up from 147, went to 54. People tried to talk down on him because of the fight with Madrimov. I kept saying that I felt like Madrimov went into that fight not wanting to be knocked out and not wanting to be put on a stanky leg. He fought a fight that, in my opinion, to keep from getting knocked out. Canelo, once he started realizing that the counters was meeting him, the body shots was catching him, we saw him get uncharacteristic. He started lunging in with punches, leaving his feet. Hell, Bud caught him with 2 punches, made his feet come off made his leg come up off the ground. I thought he was trying to do a do-si-do dance move.
Yeah, Crawford actually explained that Madrimov fight. He said that Madrimov was a little tricky because he was so irky-jerky. And he shot a lot of feints and shit, foot feints. And just, it was like a chess match. And he presented the style that Canelo don't present. Canelo got a more settled down type of style as opposed to Madrimov with all the irky-jerky feinting. And y'all know how he fight, you know what I'm saying, with the irky-jerk.
Right,
and,
right.
This was a way more comfortable situation for him, you know, because like I said, Canelo more settled down. So that rhythm and shit is a lot different than going against Madrimov. In some ways, Madrimov is a harder fighter to fight than Canelo.
Yeah, Crawford also said that they didn't expect Madrimov to fight that fight. They expected him to come out and fight the way they had seen him fight on tape. And he came out there and fought a totally different fight. And then he said, you know, Madrimov, all of those feints and stuff, he said, he almost, where he kind of explained it like Madrimov feinted so much that he got to where he wasn't expecting to punch, and to how Madrimov was catching him with them dumb shots that he shouldn't have been getting caught with. Because he would sit there and throw like 5 or 6 feints. And then when Crawford said, just when he think he ain't going to throw a punch, he'll throw one and hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, Canelo was a more simple fighter than Madrimov in some ways.
Yeah.
He just bigger and stronger and more experienced. You know, he got a lot more pro fights and shit like that.
It made me have to answer, how strong is Canelo really? Because Crawford showed us when they locked up, and I did say, I'm waiting to see when they lock up who turns who.
Every time it was Crawford.
And I saw Crawford turn Canelo, which let me know that Crawford is as strong as Canelo. Now, I can't say how fighters say, oh, this person hit me harder, that person hit me harder. But what I do know is when they locked up and it was time to see who was going to turn who, like you said, D-Lo, Crawford was turning Canelo. Turning him. Somebody laughed at me when I said last week, all Crawford got to do is jab him and turn him, and he gonna keep resetting. They laughed at me. Oh, turning, that's real funny. Well, hey, I wonder how funny it is now.
You want to tell you what else is funny though?
What's that?
Crawford walked right to the center ring and set him straight right at the opening bell.
Exactly, and that was another thing that I had spoken. I was like, I'm looking for him to come out, set him straight early, and let him know this ain't gonna be one of those fights where you hear the dude, they start bagging up, and you just get to walk up on them and keep pounding on them. That didn't work. Now, I want to know about the people that say, what are you gonna do when you start punching him in his arms and all that? How's he gonna react? Well, we saw how that reacted. D-Lo, I think it was you who said he gonna give back as much as he get when he get punched in the arm. He gonna give him something to think about with that.
Yeah, I didn't see no deliberate arm punches. I seen Canelo trying to go to the body and he was catching him with elbows. I didn't see all that deliberate hitting him in the shoulder and all that stuff, like like he did Billy Joe, not Billy Joe, son, Callum Smith. But but if it had happened, that's what Bud would have did, threw the same punches back at him.
I like how he really was outboxing them early in the fight, and then in the 6th round, after Canelo had a little success, caught him with a few right hands and shit, he stepped to him in the 6th round and really sprinkled some hot sauce on him and let him know, like, yeah, nigga, you getting outboxed, you getting outclassed, but you can also get your ass whooped in here too.
Yeah, don't get too grown. He sprinkled some hot sauce on him to cool his ass off.
Yeah.
What I got out, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What I got out of that was when he took those couple of punches, when y'all was saying, hey, don't let him take too many of those. What I gathered out of that was he realized, oh, you hit, but you ain't hitting like they made it seem like. That's why I feel like, okay, now I'm finna meet you in the middle. I'm finna lock up with you a couple of times. I'm gonna outwork you. Man, those body shots and then to the head, Canelo's head was popping sweat. He was popping sweat. This man went to the body, to the head. He just outworked Canelo in every round. And to me, it looked like Crawford punches hurt. Now, I don't care what the Canelo fans say, and I can't wait to hear what they got to say. But tonight, this night, September 13th, 2025, you might as well say, I don't care how many times they try to say Canelo is the face of boxing. That dude, that dark-skinned fella from Omaha, Nebraska, is the face of boxing. He the best dude fighting right now, as far as I'm concerned. If they want to say, well, Canelo was the top man, well, he just got swept away again. And this time, the sweeping, the whooping that Bivol put on him, this whooping was a lot more satisfying, a lot more pretty.
Man, I tell you what crazy though, man. They just showed Bo Mac standing there smiling while they were putting that ring on Bud's finger. It's just the confidence of that whole team, man. Like the assuredness that they got. Like, man, them guys, they have no doubt. Like from, even if you listen to some of the corner, coaching during the corner, it's like, man, they had no doubt, no concern. It was more like, okay, don't get too comfortable, don't do too comfortable and caught with something stupid. But it really wasn't no concern for Canelo and who he is and what he really presented. It was like, this is another day in the office. We're gonna move up and weight the right way. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna put the work in the camp, and then we're gonna have another day at the office on fight night. And that's the way it played out. And them guys, like, man, it's just it like that bond and connection that those guys got, man, not want to let each other down. Like, man, that's tough to beat. And then you got a fight out there who actually can put it all together. Got the skills, got the intangibles, got the heart, got the intelligence, got the dog. You know what I'm saying? And just got the grit. Man, that's a tough proposition for anybody.
Yeah.
Well, when Bo Mac told him, he was like, okay, you working on him? He gonna come out with that wild shit now. Be ready. And that was the round that Canelo left his feet, trying to do a lunge and punch. Bud caught that mug, worked him a couple of times to the body, turned him to the ropes, and stepped back to the middle. Bud pretty much kept the fight in the middle of the ring. Yeah, he did let himself go to a corner and to a rope a couple of times, but he nullified that by stepping out, spinning out, pivoting out, however you want to put it. He did not let Canelo trap him and get what he wanted to. Didn't I say Canelo wasn't going to throw a bunch of combinations because he's not capable of throwing combinations like that unless you stand there and let him? Tonight was one solid punch, 1-2 solid punch trying to get at him like that. Like you guys said, that's not going to work against this man. Bud was hitting him with 3 and 4 punch combinations, rattling them off, and there was no answer. Canelo had no answer except frustration. And he got flustered fast in this fight. By the third round, he was showing signs of frustration. Eddie Reynoso had no words, no game plan, nothing that he can tell Canelo to do to try to right the ship. Nothing.
Yeah,
that three-headed. Oh, go ahead.
He didn't have the advantage in no real estate. He was losing on the outside. Then they fight on the inside. He losing on the inside and shit. You know what I'm saying? He not getting the respect from the power puncher. They getting casualty blocked, and then going into the working into the fight, it started being catch and shoot, not just block, but catch and shoot coming back for a motherfucker now. They didn't have the advantage nowhere. And I'm not surprised he couldn't tell them nothing, because like I said, they learn boxing on the job. Like, they fight Mayweather and learn how to fight. They fight Triple G and learn how to fight. They fight different fighters, and then they pick up little shit and they put it into their game. That's not what Crawford coming in the door with. He coming with some tried and true, tested boxing knowledge that's been working for years, Americanized, straight skillful boxer shit, like in the mold of Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather. Just straight up skills that's tried and tested in this motherfucker. It don't matter who he fight. They got these skills that they came into the game with. They did not have to learn from their opponents. So Reynoso can't tell Canelo nothing that they ain't learned from somebody. Crawford got a corner with a well of knowledge that they can dig down deep into to pull out answers. The motherfucker come into fights with custom-made game plans for the fighters that he fight. You really can't find no two Crawford fights that's alike. Like we say about Christian and Billy, this is just the way he fight. You know, he gonna do this shit every single fucking fight. It is what it is. You really can't find two Crawford fights that are alike. You know what I'm saying? And I actually think that's something that he has over Mayweather. Because even in all Mayweather fights, you kind of know what you're going to get. You're going to see the lead level hook. It's going to be pretty. You're going to see the counter punches. You're going to see the pull counters. And it's pretty. And he can make adjustments and all this kind of shit. But Crawford, with these custom game plans, the way he is unique from fight to fight, I think that's something that should be a big part of his legacy. Because I really can't think of no other fighters that remind me of that. Like, if I look in the history of boxing, all the great fighters, what fighter was a chameleon? The ultimate chameleon, to where he is a different guy in every single fight that he's in. Can you tell me two Crawford fights that looked alike? Like, I maybe this fight right here in Felix Diaz, I could see some similarities, but even still, with the game plans and the approach to the fight, it was different. I just saw some similarities in the temperament in the fight, in the way he was in total control and mocking the guy almost, and laughing at him and smiling at him and sticking his tongue out at him and all that kind of shit. But as far as tactical shit, he's a chameleon in every fight.
Not to mention, going to something, Bomac was giving him some instructions. I can't remember what round it was. And Bomac, said what he said, and it's like he passed the mic to the next trainer. He said, "What you got?" And the next trainer started talking to Bud, letting him know what it was that he was looking at and what he was seeing.
Yeah, this was every fight.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's got me thinking, when we finally I finally found out, I don't know if everybody else knew it, but when we heard the guy, what's his name again, D-Lo, the guy from CW?
Saul. What do you say? What, Esau something?
Oh no, that's the Spanish.
You talking about the old guy with the gym?
The old school guy, right?
I don't remember what his name. That was my first time hearing it. Midge Minor was the guy that brought them in, but this guy here is the guy whose gym it is, something Williams. But I forgot what his first name was, because somebody interviewed him today, or I saw the interview today.
Right. We got Lala D joining in. She said, "And the new." That's right.
Yeah, I just commented on Lala video. That's why I didn't say nothing at first. I was listening, watching her video.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. When he came in and spoke about not just Bernie, not just Bomac, not just the other trainer and Bud, when he spoke about all those guys coming to the same gym at young enough ages where they can start gelling together, which they have. And they fed off each other. The only thing I can think of that made me think of is Floyd had that same type thing from Roger and his dad. These boys came together, have been together, coming up with game plans. Like you said, giving this man crucial information, very important information in every fight. Every fight, how to pick a person apart, how to break them down, and walk away with the win. I was half kind of nervous, thinking that Bud was about to get a stoppage toward the end because he started really opening up on Canelo in that very last round. He really started opening up on Canelo, and I don't care what anybody says. Watching that fight, how many times did we see Canelo off balance? Quite a bit.
More than I ever have in any other fight.
Exactly. And it wasn't from distance. He was getting put off balance in close quarters.
Yeah, I compared him to a chameleon, but I think I'm gonna change that to an octopus because he got them long arms and shit. Hit you from different angles that you're not expecting. He can adapt in the ring. The octopus is probably one of the best adaptive animals in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
And just the way it seemed like he's able to become the other fighter. And like he can put himself in their brain or something to where he know what the fuck they gonna do before they even do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he is a straight adaptive motherfucker in that ring, man. I gotta give him his props on that.
There's one more animal that I would say that's quite smart and adaptive, and that's a crow. Cause a crow will show you that they smart as hell too.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what? The octopus is actually my favorite animal. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him that octopus, man. That's a bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I have to agree with DeCane here. He said octopus might be the most intelligent in the animal kingdom too. So it's fitting. And when you say that,
them octopus and them squid, man, them things something different, man. I don't think they really from here. To be honest with you, that's just
well, I was watching a documentary about some octopi, and the scientists that had the octopi was in one tank, and they had some shrimp in another tank.
Yeah, I seen that joker let itself out when they went to bed.
Yeah,
and then got back in the tank.
Right, he go over there and eat, and then get back in his tank, and they was wondering how we keep missing shrimp. Come to find out, they put a camera in there, and this octopus was waiting for them to leave, crawling out of his tank, going across the floor, crawling up, and jumping in the tank, eating him some shrimp, crawling back out, and going back home. If that's not intelligent,
and put the lid back on.
Exactly. If that's not intelligent, you tell me what is.
Yeah, octopus a bad motherfucker, man. And that boy Crawford a bad motherfucker.
Bad as hell. And let's give Joseph Brown. I gotta give Joseph Brown. He say Bud has GPS navigation systems in his hands, and it showed tonight because he was catching Canelo. He was catching and shooting. He was, like you said, Trey, he looked very comfortable and very much in his element with whatever Canelo was trying to do. I didn't see no nervousness. I didn't see no jitters. I didn't see any of that. From the start of the bell, this man looked comfortable.
Yeah, Canelo probably looked comfortable for maybe about 17% of the fight.
I didn't even see that, bro. I think he was very generous. No, I swear, I think he was uncomfortable even in the build-up.
Yeah,
at the weigh-in and the face-off, I posted some evidence of pacing and leading. Whenever I see that, that means that this man is not sure of himself, and he's looking to the other guy to help lead him in the right direction that he should go in.
Right.
And I seen that body language.
And then we seen it take place in the fighting spots.
Yeah,
he started trying to copy what Bud was doing because what he was doing wasn't working.
Well, remember what we said when they stepped into the middle of the ring and the referee was getting ready to tell them to start the fight. That was the first time I ever seen Canelo stand in the ring and look down at the ground.
Yeah,
he was not looking at Bud. He was looking down at the ground.
I told y'all, man. When I see what I said last time on our last live, Lala had hit me up about it, talking about what I said there. But I always say, man, when these guys be these fighters be acting like they don't want these fights, man. It's usually a reason. You know what I'm saying? And for that man to jump from I don't want the fight because I won't get no credit to I'll take the fight, but I gotta get $150 million for it. I was like, okay, this man know what he up against.
Oh,
This
yeah.
man was like, if I'm finna give my old, I'm finna give up another L. I'm finna get paid royally. I gotta get a king's ransom.
Let me say welcome to Robert Alexander, who came in and said he our lead, bro. Welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the show. And yes, he did. You want to say he our lead, that boy? He did. Lala D said that he was taking some of Canelo's shots too, to the body, and he handled it well. Lala, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was nothing about this fight coming up when they announced it and it became written down that this was going to happen. Trade make fun of me. They say that Bud whooped Spence and made me go straight. But like I said, Spence was my best 47 pounder. That was my favorite fighter. But y'all never heard me say that Bud wasn't a great fighter. And I never had talked down on Bud except when it was time to fight Spence because I had to hold up my side of the fence with Spence. But you're right. He took the shots that Canelo was throwing when they were like, oh, what's going to happen when he finally takes one to the head? Well, we saw what happened when he took a couple to the head. Not a damn thing. He fought harder. And Canelo started shelling up. Canelo got to the point where you could see his wheels turning and he just couldn't figure out what to do. Now, I said that the length of this man's arms would play a difference. I kept screaming that if he pumped this jab in Canelo's face, you have to think. You keep putting that jab in his face. Now he's thinking. He's thinking, how do I get around this in order to get in here and land a solid body shot or a solid head shot? That jab was the key to this fight.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job with the jab, the lateral movement, also stepping to him and showing him a different look, backing him up in the fight and shit. Like, I think it was about the fourth round, he started backing Canelo up. And I'm like, man, if you're going to be Canelo and you going to back up, nigga, you concede in the fight. And I'm telling you, man, this is one of the biggest moments that I've seen because he made Canelo want to quit. I swear,
that's what it looked like.
We're not going to get away from that. He made Canelo want to quit in the 11th round. The man turned his back, and it looked like he wanted to walk away twice. The only thing that was missing was the no mas. So that was just a straight up cerebral overload. Like it was just an information overload in his brain and shit. He was taking shots. The shots that he was getting off was getting casually blocked like it was a pad drill or something. Like it was nothing special about Canelo in front of Crawford. He just looked like some guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you would say this is the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and all that kind of shit, wouldn't nobody believe you the way he fought against Crawford. And I got to give myself some credit. This fight was very similar to Whitaker versus Chavez. It was just a straight up outclassing. You know what I'm saying? And Whitaker didn't get the victory and Crawford did, so I'm glad of that. But those fights definitely remind me of each other.
Okay, Robert Alexander say, no, he always do that look down. He was looking at, I remember he looked at Caleb. He was looking at Caleb Plant. He was looking at Bivol. He was looking at Charlo. I done seen him looking at these guys like, yeah, I'm finna whoop your ass. I don't remember. Well, I'm really not a Canelo fan, so I really didn't pay him attention like that. So, you know, if he did look down all the time, tonight was the first time I noticed it. Our brother Yasser said, gentlemen and ladies, peace out. I'll catch y'all later. It's nearly 8 a.m. and it was awesome night tonight. Catch the rest of the show when I wake up. He's probably gone already, but peace to our brother.
Salute.
Napoleon Armstrong said, choosing to stack his shoes to seem as tall as Bud. Let me know mentally his ass was in trouble.
Yeah, he was out there with them platform shoes on at the first face-off.
Moody Trayweather to slid into the building.
Salute.
Robert Alexander said, Canelo never put any punches together. He was relying on one-punch KO power. That's because Canelo, as skilled as people say he is, he's not skilled enough to put punches together unless that person stays in front of him and allows him to. I can't remember a fight where he just was rattling off combinations.
I can. That Angulo fight, god dang, that motherfucker was putting them punches together in that
Yeah,
fight.
he lit that gulo up.
Hey, go back and watch that fight.
Yeah, I think I talked about that. I think I talked about that last live stream, but one of them, he lit that gulo up.
He lit his motherfucking ass up. But
Okay.
a lot of shit that he was doing in the past, he's not doing no more. Like we was talking about with the jab, where that shotgun jab at. It ain't no more. Where the arm punches and all that shit. You don't see him doing that shit no more. He's just an ordinary motherfucker. And Crawford fought a very intelligent fight. He stayed off the ropes for the most part. I wish he wouldn't have been on the ropes when he took that headbutt. But outside of that, man, and when they get to the ropes, he grabbed Canelo and turned to put his ass on the motherfucking ropes. And then the referee come break him, and now Crawford back towards the center of the ring and shit, where he in complete control the whole way.
I'm happy that their headbutt didn't do a lot of damage.
I'm happy for that too. And at the same time, man, that motherfucker Canelo reminded me of Kovalev in the first fight with Andre Ward at the end. Just coming down the stretch, he just looked like a weary, beat-up dog. And that's what Canelo looked like to me. He just looked weary. He looked like he didn't want to be here no more. He wasn't even interested in this shit. This shit is not fun. This motherfucker here is it's too complex. You know what I'm saying? All this fainting and shit, then the footwork, and then the hand speed, and he got these long arms, and he's southpaw. And then every time I get him a hot guard, he throwing these long ass arms around the guard and shit and catching me anyway. And then he laughing at me and sticking his tongue out at me and doing all of this shit, embarrassing me in front of my Mexican people on Mexican Independence Weekend. I got 70,000 people up in here. The lights are bright. You see, it's a beautiful arena. The people got the cameras flashing and the cell phones out and shit. It's some player shit, and I'm out here getting embarrassed. I can barely even land a punch. I can barely win around. I throw hard punches. He casually blocking the motherfucker like I ain't got nothing. I'm talking about everything that I done built for the last 15 years or whatever, however long it's been, is just being reduced to rubble, and it ain't nothing I can do about it. This supposed to be my era. I'm supposed to be the greatest Mexican of all time. This motherfucker come up from welterweight, basically. He made a pit stop at 154, and he just come and just take everything I work for. Now he
Easily.
Yeah, easily too. And now he the man. And now the history book's gonna be talking about him. He a 3-division undisputed champion. I chose not to go after the undisputed at 160 because I ain't want to fight Andre. I got one undisputed championship at 168. This motherfucker got 3 of them now. Like, man, this was a nightmare for Canelo.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they might need to check on Canelo and make sure he all right.
Well, he all right because of the money he made.
I know,
motherfucker away from sharp objects. Keep him away from being on top of high buildings right now. I'm not bullshit, man. That motherfucker mental might not be right.
Don't let him drive himself around.
Yep. Keep the liquor cabinet closed.
Lock the liquor cabinet.
That motherfucker, yeah. Cause
get rid of all the firearms and sharp objects in the house.
He probably on the phone right now trying to find him another connect on the clambuterol.
Yeah.
I need another connect.
I need another batch. That batch didn't work.
Yeah. My kids ain't gonna be looking at me the same when I go home and shit.
Yeah, they can't even discipline your kid. They gonna say you ain't do that. Hey, you ain't do that to Crawford.
What'd you say? Go to bed. You ain't tell Crawford to go to bed.
Yeah. Don't make me get up. Hey, I got Crawford's phone number. I got Crawford Instagram.
I'll call Crawford over here tonight. Daddy, keep talking. Keep talking.
Grandpa Bud. Dad over here tripping. Dad tripping again.
Bud.
Yeah, Grandpa Bud. Dad tripping.
Yeah.
Dad trying to make
Canelo a better fighter. You know, when Canelo gets his ass whooped, he become a better fighter.
He become a more selective fighter.
Well, he come with some new skills when he takes ass
against the motherfuckers he fight. But if you really improve, show me that against the type of motherfucker that beat you. If you really got better, when would they run back with Laura? You know what I'm saying? Or if it ain't Laura, show me a Laura. To me, Andre was the closest thing to showing me that he really got better from the Laura fight. He
Hell,
he
he didn't
stayed,
want to rematch with Bivol.
he stayed the hell away from that fight. Bivol offered to come down to 68 because they said he can't beat him at 68. Bivol said, I'll come down to 68. They knew that was a bad proposition because they know Bivol ain't no big 75 pounder. That weight was a lie. An excuse for why he got his ass whooped. That man,
Exactly.
and then he talking about that wrist and all that. And then when that man beat Triple G, he came out his mouth. No one beats this version of Canelo. Okay. No one beats this Canelo. I guess that one this Canelo tonight.
Hey, I got a hot take though. I think Canelo beat him Billy. I got Canelo over in Billy if they fight. I think
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that looked like the type of guy that Canelo, really, yeah. I think his experience and shit. Yeah, I think he fucking Billy up.
yeah,
Not to
because
mention that Billy is staying right in front of him.
He right in front of him. He a little too basic. He do the same thing every fight, and that
Too
just show you also how
predictable.
good
Too
Crawford
predictable.
is. Yeah,
Lala said he wanted to cross his arms and stomp his feet and walk away. That's
Yeah.
how he looked in the round. What is it? Round 11.
yeah.
Joseph Brown say Canelo mentally broke this fight. I agree with you. He say no, the greatest Mexican fighter was there, and it wasn't Canelo.
Well, he got the same treatment from Whitaker.
So
they
it is.
can, so they can have a conversation with each other on who the best is and who took the worst ass whooping and all that type of shit. But he ain't got no ground to stand on because Whitaker did him just as bad. They just chose to rob him.
And that Roundel, was it Frankie Roundel who beat that ass twice? But I think they robbed Frankie Roundel in one of the fights.
Yeah, I think that's the first guy to officially beat him.
But I think they robbed him too, though.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I know that's the first guy to officially beat him, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about 90% sure about that. I should say.
That boy Moody Trayweather, because the other count, he said salute to Bud. He don't have to prove it. Nothing else. Brother dominated. Canelo not mad at all. Dude got 150 million. Well, I could say this.
They always go to the pocket watching when shit don't go their way. Who said that?
Moody Trayweather.
Okay, that's one of our people and shit. I thought that was a Canelo apologist or something, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he is mad. He care about his fucking legacy. Who the hell want to get embarrassed in front of the whole wide world?
This fight was for whose era this is.
And then
Right.
it's Mexican Independence Weekend, and you lose to a black man.
Say that again.
People.
147 pounder.
Say it one more time for me.
147-pounder to come up and beat you on Mexican Independence Weekend, and it's a black brother, black as hell brother too.
And he don't come out to fight without a damn blemish other than from your head, intentional headbutt.
Exactly.
You can't be what they call us Mayate. You can't be losing to the Mayates and shit like that.
On Mexican Independence Day.
Man, that motherfucker is mad. I guarantee he mad.
Oh, he hotter than fish grease. You can
he cried in the car.
But you know what? I will say this though. He looked very accepting of what was taking place.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah, so he got the new coming in. You know what I'm saying?
When your mom or dad, hold on, D-Lo. When your mom or dad whooping your ass, how accepting of that ass whooping do you look? Because you can't do nothing about it.
Right. Hey, he had a whole negotiation, acceptance of the fight, build up, and what transpired in the ring. He had all of that time to accept what was going on. So by the time the fight was over with, he couldn't do nothing but damn taking his stride.
Yeah.
There you go.
He knew he had an impending ass whooping coming. he tried to do what he can to try to, blunt it. But when it came down to it, he knew he was at a skill deficit. And you know what I'm saying? It showed up in the fight. And shit, hey, like I said, the man wanted to damn turn. The man wanted to damn quit. He thought about the people. He thought he want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Black man, not just a black man, but a blackity black man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that
shit. He done embarrassed his people, nigga, on their day.
He embarrassed himself.
His people too, all them folks that was talking shit all in the comments, all on Facebook, all on YouTube, everywhere. We'd have people coming there talking shit to us. Little buddy gonna get his ass knocked out and all that old type of shit.
Yeah,
Nigga, all of them embarrassed. They quiet, they on suicide watch right now. All of them. They
And I
laying
hope,
low as a
and I hope,
motherfucker.
and I
Man.
hope someone fucked off their bill money.
All the
Ooh,
bets that
that's
was
something
taking place.
Wait a minute, who is this? I think this DeCane.
Someone fucked off their bill money.
That's our brother DeCane. He say, Bud Christ, this is the building.
What's happening, bro?
Hold on, let me read this real quick. He said, and Canelo didn't fight the best at 168. Benavidez been knocking on his door for like 2 or 3 years. Bivol classical like Bud. He say their greats can't match ours. Bud is the latest to drive that point home on their Independence weekend.
Yeah,
that's good stuff, OG Napoleon.
It
What's
is
going
the
on,
truth.
DeCane?
And if
Not
you
much,
look
man.
at the top 10, oh my bad, go ahead.
Just enjoying the broadcast, man. Hey, I was thinking before the fight how he brought Boots in camp, right? But I was thinking he did that shit because he knew he was about to lose to Crawford, and once he lost, your boy Boots was gonna think he could do the same thing, so he wanted to get an early look at it. So
Yeah,
them was my thoughts.
Yeah. Hey, I know, I know that man knew going into that fight that he had a tall proposition in front of him, regardless of where Bud came from. All of that stuff about not getting no credit, I never bought into that. I said, no, this man know that there's a good chance he gonna lose this fight, and there ain't no excuses. He got no excuses to stand on. If he go out there and lose you lose that fight, and that's why he ain't really want to deal with that. But you know what I'm saying? That was bad, man. That to me, if you almost can't look at that and say both of them fight are great. It's like if they great independent of each other, but in the ring, one of them guys look like a great fighter, and the other look like a really good fighter.
yeah. That's what
And Bud said that.
A great big man is supposed to beat a great little man. A great big man is not supposed to get thoroughly outclassed by a great little man. It's not supposed to happen like that.
Right.
So yeah, he going against conventional wisdom with that performance right there.
Well, Bud did say that name one great fighter you fought. Name one. You motherfucker. You.
Hey, he told him, he said, are you gonna be nobody after I beat you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I always say class tell over time, man.
After I stomp a mud hole in your ass, are you gonna be great then?
Hey, like I said, the way it played out, it looked like one of them was great. One of them was really good at best.
At best. And there's no need to say who was who.
Y'all gonna cry when y'all get home. Y'all talking all that shit, when y'all go home, y'all gonna be like, eh. Hey, that's when I really locked in with the nigga when he done that shit. For real. He been his own man the whole build up, man. He handled the man like Tiara Brown handled Scott Nicholson, getting all in his personal space. I like at the weigh-in and the face-off, like after they did the face-off, he was kind of standing at an angle and letting Canelo be the big man up there and stand kind of square towards the crowd. But you notice he led the pacing and leading, and afterwards he stepped in front of Canelo, flexed on him, and then he just walked off.
Yeah, walked off smooth on. Threw his hand up and walked off on him.
I'm telling y'all, I had posted all that in Discord. I was like, man, the body language is looking like it's favoring Crawford. He is his own man in there. And Canelo, the person that have been on this big stage before, is looking to Crawford for direction. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on?
I just saw a little post-fight interview. They asked Crawford about Canelo's power. He said he didn't hit as hard as I thought he would. I've been hitting harder.
Yeah, I saw that. That was at that table with all them belts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that a little while ago. Yeah, he said he been hit harder. I want to hear somebody talk to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was hoping you were finna say. You saw somebody.
He ain't got nothing to say.
No. He in the damn bottle already.
That man probably depressed.
He aggravated. Like La D said, he mad. He mad.
Yeah, I think you can say Crawford is a conqueror, and if you put him in there with anybody in history, you can't count him out.
I think Bivol and Usyk know what they talking about when they stamp Crawford and say that he better than them. You know what I'm saying? They look at him as the standard bearer at pound for pound. And I think with what he went out there and did today, he solidified that 100%.
Yeah.
This era, I don't mean like all time. I'm talking about of this era of these guys, these Crawford guys.
It's gonna be hard to outthink that motherfucker for 12 rounds. And then his gas tank is so good, his conditioning is so good. He lives a Spartan lifestyle. He always training in the gym. He always on weight. It's just too much shit that you're going against, like a man that's living good, training good, got natural ability, natural talent. He not squandering it on nothing. No smoking, no drinking. That's a hard task to beat a motherfucker like that, man.
This what you're talking about right here, where he flexed on him and walked off. This what you're talking about?
Yeah, he stepped in front of him.
Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and run that so they can
roll
see
that beautiful thing.
Right, so first he gonna pace and lead. See how he flex first, and then Canelo gonna flex after him. He do the same flex. So now he holding the little old pose and shit. If you look at Crawford standing at an angle and he letting Canelo be square. But then he stepped in front of Crawford, flex on him. Then he walked off on Canelo. And when he started flexing, he started flexing his arm, Canelo started copying him again. So that's the first pacing and lead right there, where he flexes his bicep and then Canelo flexes his bicep. He's standing at an angle and he letting Canelo be the bigger man on stage. Then he steps in front of Canelo, flexes on him, and just walks off on him. And when he flexes his bicep again, Canelo flexes his bicep again. That's what I'm looking at coming into the fight. And I'm like, man, this dude is his own man in this fight.
Let me just go ahead and let these people see right there. Let me just pause it right there for a second so they can see how this man flexed on him.
And now I ain't got no degree in psychology, but I've been watching the fight game for a long time, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that I'm wrong when I look at that shit. Like I know body language in the fight game, man. For real.
Robert Alexander said he was frustrated. Was I don't know what the H was, something round. Canelo stood up and took a deep breath, which he did. It was a couple of times that Canelo stepped back to reset, and you could see the frustration oozing through his pores. That man said he lost everything. He big mad. Yeah, he lost the fact that I'm the best fighter in the world. I am great. Yeah, well, you just got your ass whooped by a dude that's too little. You said that you didn't see
ass whooping.
Right. I don't see nothing special about Terrence Crawford. He's just like everybody else. Okay, well, since he is like everybody else, why you didn't win? Man. You got whooped well enough where the judges didn't even try to let you didn't even give you the win. OG,
he fighting with nobody.
There you go. Who you beat? Who have you beat? Name one. Name one.
Now I can name fighter.
You, motherfucker. You. He took that.
Canelo took that same approach that Spence did. That shit didn't work for Spence either. Trying to talk down on the resume. When I used to be on my channel, I say shit all the time. These guys, it don't matter about who on people's resume, because when they get in the ring, it ain't like tag team. Everybody you fought ain't gonna be in your corner, and everybody they fought ain't gonna be in their corner. It's just gonna be y'all two in the ring, and that's what it's gonna come down to. And you can say, well, I fought better composition and all this and the other, but you get in there on the night, it's you and that man. And if you can't beat him, all that shit is for nothing.
That man said that I bet 500 that Mel somewhere hating.
I mean,
He
Mel
made,
had done gave it up and said, you know, if Crawford go out there, basically, if Crawford go out there and fight his fight, he'll beat Canelo. If he don't, he won't. You know what I'm
but
saying?
still though, he made Charlo look bad in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Because he showed that he was there to win. He wasn't there to survive and just get a check and just run and make the motherfucker look good in front of his people.
And he said,
he came to take something. And he
and he
came
said, and he said when they first were talking about doing the fight, he said, this ain't none of that. Because somebody had said some crazy shit. Oh, then we were talking that running. And he said, hey, this ain't none of that Charlo shit. You know what I'm saying? He said that like, I mean, that was months ago. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, bell rang, he walked right out there and hit Canelo in the face.
Went out there and threw the very first punch.
But I have to disagree with y'all a little bit on the resume. I think the resume matters.
Oh, I ain't saying it don't matter. I'm just saying I think people put too much weight on it. I'll put it that way.
Well, I'm gonna say I think that people just didn't give him credit for the spots that he deserved credit in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I talk shit about the resume, but I still gave him credit for Victor Postol. I gave him credit for Felix Diaz and people like that. His first fight at 147, he fought the champion from Australia. Can't think of his name right now.
Jeff Horn.
Yeah, Jeff Horn, fights like that. I gave him full credit for Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he got credit for Earl Spence. But like the spots where he deserved credit, you got to give him credit. You can't look across his whole resume and say he ain't fought nobody and say that he don't deserve nothing. Now, if his whole resume was Julius Indongo, man, I'm not about to sit up there and act like that's just some great shit. But the Madrimov fight, like I said, Victor Postol, Felix Diaz, and shit like that. Even Hammer Hank Lundy was a pretty good, solid win to me. Of course, going out there stopping Sean Porter and all this type of shit. You got to give the motherfucker credit where he earned it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you won't be saying that he ain't fought nobody. Like, when the last time I said that? I said the motherfucker ain't fought nobody. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but I didn't think his resume was the strongest, his strength of schedule. But it's been years since I said that. That man done proved himself since then. He done beat Earl Spence. This motherfucker to beat Madrimov. Now he went out there and beat Canelo. I mean, Sean Porter. Like, goddamn, you got to put that shit to rest at some point.
Yeah, and then at some point you got to start making excuses for every time you beat somebody too. You know, because that was the other thing. Like, if he beat guys, they had like the guys just didn't have shit left when he beat them. You know, like he can't get no credit for Khan. He can't get no credit for Brook. He can't get credit for Porter because Keenan stopped the fight. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, that was just a lot of like people just hate. You know, but I'll say, you know, we don't agree on the Indongo fight. And I'll say, you say Indongo ain't no great shit, but see, my respect for Indongo is because Indongo went and did some great shit. Indongo was a motherfucker brought in to lose, went to Russia, and well, I forgot what order he went in, but he went to Ricky Burns' home country, beat Ricky Burns and took his belt at home. Then his very next fight, he went to fight, and it might have been the other way around, but he went and fought the Russian dude that had a title. I forgot his name. He was scared. All the talk back then was that nobody wanted to fight this dude. They were talking like he was being ducked more than Postol.
What was his name? Trojanowski?
Trojanowski. And and he went and beat Trojanowski in Russia. These were back-to-back fights. He went and took the champion belt. And then that's when he went and fought Bud. So I look at where guy was at the time he fought him. I don't really look at where Dongo was after Bud wrecked him, and then Prograde came in there and cleaned him up, and he ain't looked like shit since. So that's why I gave a lot of credit for it. Cause I'm like, man, I know Bud's supposed to beat the guy, but damn, the dude just went and did some shit that people don't do. You don't go to
this is my pushback on that though. Okay, he ain't got a deep amateur background. You know I'm big on that. So if you're gonna be low on my scale and shit, I'm gonna hold that against you. And after Crawford beat him in the locker room, he went to Ndongo and said, "You throw your punches too wide. That's why you were open for them body shots that I hit you with, because you throw your punches too wide. If you are a good fighter, should no other fighter come to you talking about you throw your fucking punches too wide?" And after Crawford, he was getting stopped in 2 rounds or less.
No, he wasn't shit after that fight. I mean, I think he took that fight, took his confidence and everything else. You know, but And he
But
and he
if you,
and he fought a very dangerous fighter directly after Crawford because he ain't the type of fighter that he couldn't turn that down and build himself back up because of where he from. He was from like Namibia or somewhere.
Namibia, yeah.
Yeah, so he ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna have the benefit of being able to work himself back into being able to, get back into contention. Like, okay, we got this region pro game fight for you. You want it? You got this, or you can just go take your ass back over there and fight them guys.
But it
So he
seems
took.
like he should demand more respect from that. I mean, for being a former unified champion, he
Wasn't
shouldn't
supposed
have to be done like that. But
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but
Like that. What you said? He was what you overachiever. He was
yeah,
overachiever.
but
He wasn't supposed to do what he did. But I still say that was some great shit. He went over.
he did some good shit. I can't say great, but he did some good shit. But bro, you shouldn't be getting stopped in 2 rounds or less for fucking 4 straight years. How many fights did he have where he was getting stopped in 2
Oh,
rounds
it
or
was
less?
a rout. After that pro grade fight, man, it was a rout. It was all downhill. I think.
All
Hey,
downhill.
I think the only fight he won after pro grade, he fought. What's old boy that do part? He Deontay Wilder buddy that be on Tay Jones. He beat Tay Jones. Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
about the only
stopped him.
person. Yeah, he stopped Tay Jones. I think that's the only win he got after Crawford. Maybe.
And I know y'all say like he went downhill because of what Crawford did to him,
I
but
ain't saying it was just that. I'm just saying a combination of that and getting right back. Because I don't think it was a long break between that and that Prograde fight. Like, I think that shit was like 3 months later. He was in there getting his ass whooped by Prograde. Like, that ain't really no kind of time for a championship level fighter coming off his first knockout defeat to get right back. I know it was a body shot, but it's like they put him in a situation because Prograde, he was brought in to build Prograde up. They brought him in to lose. And Prograde did his job.
yeah, see, but my thing is, God damn, it's getting kind of late. It's past 2:00. My motherfucking mind just went blank. I had a
You
point
looked
that I
at the
was
clock.
trying to make.
You was talking about, about him being knocked out all these years in a consecutive fights and this, that, and the other, and like
Oh
Crawford was
yeah,
the
this is what I
reason
was
he
gonna
got.
say. This is what I was gonna say. I would feel more. I would lean more towards what y'all saying if it was like a sustained beating that Crawford put on it. Wasn't that like a 6-round fight? And I don't remember Crawford just going in there and just straight up destroying the man. It really felt like Riga's Prograde actually might have put more damage on him. It seemed like Crawford overloaded his brain, got him out of position, and ripped them body shots on him and got him out of there. Maybe I'm wrong about
I
that.
really think both of them started with a body shot. To be honest, I might be wrong, but I think Regan started with a body shot too.
Yeah, but was it like a severe beating that he put on him?
No,
Or
it was
was it
just
like a dissection and he put them body shots
it,
on him
it
and
didn't
got him?
it didn't last long. If I ain't mistaken, I think it might have been like 3 or 4 rounds. It didn't last long, but it was kind of like filling out. And if Crawford probably what Crawford told him in the locker room, Crawford probably knew that going into the fight. He was just waiting on it to happen. So
Yeah.
when it happened, he hit him with some shit, see if he could take it. He couldn't take it. The fight was over. But yeah, like I said here, that program fight, and like I said, man, I you can't help what happened with a fight after you fight him. You know what I'm saying? I just say that a lot of reasons like that guy shit went downhill, but because he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. So ain't nobody gonna do him no favors. So then after he lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, shit, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? They're like, he was just an opponent, at that point on. But I do think that even when they put him in a situation where you would think that he had a shot at winning, other than the Tay Jones fight, shit, he got his ass whooped. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I ain't saying he was no marquee fighter or nothing. I just really respect what he did prior to the Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he deserved, he
Guys
deserved credit.
don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And them wasn't no Rudy Poops. You know what I'm saying? Like Ricky Byrne, like a three or four division champion. You know what I'm saying? And Troy Noski was a dangerous fighter back then. Hell, I think he ruined Troy Noski. I don't even think Troy Noski was ever like even, you know what I'm saying, like ever even brought up no more after that.
Yeah, he was hitting motherfuckers with hard left hands and shit. I give him credit on that. You know what I'm saying? But if I look at if I make a list of if I look at all of Crawford's victories, I wouldn't have Ndongo nowhere near at the top, even though he beat him for undisputed. It's just much more of his victories that I respect more than that. But
Right.
I'll say this though, out of all of his fights that he's had, and we only disagree on a few of them, I mean, that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's I think that's pretty good average. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Yeah,
get to the chat real quick. Lala D said Max Kellerman was trying to try to hand Canelo an excuse.
Yeah.
Tried to see if Canelo would take the bait.
I said
Max
that during
Kellerman
when
ain't
it
shit.
happened.
Yeah, he said D'Lo said he tried to throw him an alley oop for an excuse.
It was smart that he didn't take it.
Yeah.
That
I
boy
mean, I'll
moved
give
straight with
Canelo
us.
some props. He didn't make no excuses. He didn't say he didn't do number run. He didn't say none of that shit. So I give Canelo some credit. He took his loss like a man. Now maybe he might wake up
Yeah, a
tomorrow
little
and
too
start
easy.
tweaking. Huh?
Yeah, he took the loss a little too easy. He must have got paid very handsomely.
Well, I mean, sometimes it just is what it is, bro.
He knew that law was coming, man.
Yeah, the man just better, man. Like, what y'all want me to do? The man better than me. So what, goddamn? Leave me alone. The man better than me. He beat me. I'm taking it like a man. Shit, I'm about to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got
so
Hey,
the
one
man,
thing,
nuances in
one thing
here.
we've been neglecting though is very important. All praises due to Bill Haney for suggesting
yeah,
this fight.
yeah, he the one that put it in his head.
Uh,
Okay, we give Bill a little credit.
And that's why it seemed like everybody in the fight game got a lot of respect for Crawford, even going back to the amateurs. Like if you look at the way Kenny Porter communicates with Crawford, if you look at Sean Porter, the way he communicate with him, Bill Haney, the way he communicate with him, they all got like a lot of reverence for this guy. And it seemed like he justified all of that shit tonight. Because I noticed, like, when they talk to him, they don't talk to him too rough. Everybody talk to him real gentle because it's like they want to stay on his good side. They don't want to make him mad and shit. And I just noticed that shit for years. And I really didn't understand why completely, to be honest with you. But they just saw this shit. They knew exactly what it was, what time it was. And Bill Haney put that shit in his head. This is the fight that you need. You need the Canelo fight. And you can win that motherfucker. And he went out there and handled his business, man. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all.
Bliggity, bliggity, black, y'all.
Yeah. Why y'all gotta make it about race? God
What?
damn, everything gotta be about race.
Hey, well, you know, boxing is tribal, and that's what it is. But you said it right. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity, bliggity, black, y'all. I'm blackity, black, y'all.
Hey,
I might go watch CB4.
if Canelo had to beat Crawford, they'd have been acting like he beat a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Black heavyweight. And we'd have been hearing all about, it'd been all kind of race stuff all over the internet from folks.
Oh man.
You know what's beautiful about that? We ain't got to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Maybe Canelo will go try to fight Badu Jack now to try to get another legacy fight. Cause he tried to fight Badu Jack. Badu Jack was having all that weight training nonsense. He like he don't need the money that bad.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about it is, no matter what you want to say now, Canelo, the dude from 154, who's really a blowed up 147 pounder, as people were saying, took all 4 of your belts and the Ring magazine. You are now just a regular 168 pounder like the rest of them. If Bud decides, you know what, I'm going down, toss the belts up, y'all can do what you want with them. Marsulio Suleiman, screw you. And any other organization.
What do you call that man?
Marsulio.
Marsulio.
Shout out to Marsulio, nigga.
What's his name?
Mauricio.
Oh, Mauricio. Okay.
LV, give a motherfucker a name on it.
Yeah, OG will give you a name, nigga. For real.
Then make a word be whatever he wanted to be.
Yeah, but fuck him, shit.
That's right.
Marsulio, nigga.
Him. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shit.
Canelo number 1 fan. That's who he is.
Yeah.
G-Bag said Bud put on a masterful boxing performance. He might be the best pure boxer since Mayweather or Roy Jones. Welcome to the show, player. And we glad you came through. Hit that thumbs up since you're here.
Roy Jones wish he had skills like Crawford. If he had skills like Crawford, he wouldn't be getting knocked out at 34. And we can make all these excuses. He went up to heavyweight and all that kind of shit. The man did not have the skills to carry him as an old man. Once he lost them physical advantages, them reflexes, that speed and all that shit,
That
he was a normal guy.
athleticism.
Yeah,
Yep.
Roy was too unorthodox. He had his own, you know what I'm saying? Everything Roy did relied on fast twitch reflexes and all that stuff. Once that stuff eroded, you know what I'm saying, so did, the greatness.
Exactly. And when you got fighters like Bernard Hopkins and even Mayweather and now Crawford down there 40, look at Usyk and people like that. The motherfuckers got real skills to go along with the physical abilities. And once them physical abilities erode, they can still do their job. Kind of like Michael Jordan. When he was young, he driving the lane, dunking on niggas and doing all this shit. Once he get older, the motherfucker got the footwork and he got the turnaround fadeaway and all this old type of shit. Roy didn't have the ability to get that secondary set of skills to elongate his career or to further his career. This motherfucker Crawford got the skills to go along with the shit.
So Floyd bet $50,000 on Crawford to win. 174,000. At
Yeah,
least that what his little betting chip that he shared looked like, unless somebody faked it.
well, that's good. Only thing is, people like that don't never talk about the
They
losses.
don't talk about the law. He might have bet on both of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a thought. This man said, "I wish Bud would cook boots on his way out."
Yeah, I don't even put all that on him, man. Boots is young and shit, man. It's two different eras. I just let this guy
Yeah,
do what he.
them not fighting is on Boots, man. When Boots had the opportunity to fight Bud, he should have him and Steven Espinoza and everybody else around him should have made it happen instead of making excuses, talking about his loyalty to Showtime. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he missed that, knowing this man was basically an era ahead of him, yeah, you got to take that as you got to chop that up as a missed opportunity on your part. So now you got to go create your own era.
Yeah, see, but
Oh,
this is my thing. I just don't even want to put him nowhere near none of that shit. Cause some people they like when the fighter retired, they say, well, he never fought this fighter and all that shit. I don't even want the motherfucker even be in a discussion on why he didn't fight him. The man is what, a decade older than this guy. His career is in a way different place than this man is 3-time undisputed now and shit. He done what he gotta do. He done proved everything. Boots Ennis is not the missing link to this man's career. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Like,
absolutely not.
yeah, he could be a bonus to it if he so chooses to make it that, but he's not it's not mandatory or fucking
It's not necessary.
it's not necessary. We ain't gotta have that. Like the man had already proved himself to the boxing world in the history books. He's going down in the history books as one of the goats of the game. You know what I'm saying? One of the best. A
And he don't
conqueror.
and he don't owe fights to none of them guys that didn't fight him. 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. They're still hanging around. He don't owe them a fight now. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't owe Charlo a fight. He don't owe Keith Thurman a fight. None of them guys. He don't owe him a fight. You know what I'm saying? If he choose he want to go on some kind of send off tour, picking guys that he think gonna be easy, just only way out the door. Hey, at this point he done earned it.
Yeah,
But I'd rather see him just maybe have one home fight at Omaha for his people, and go ahead and close the curse.
have him an Andre Berto moment and go on get up out of there.
Yeah, defend all them 168 titles. Let him have one defense, and he can already tell them ahead of time. I'm vacating after this, regardless. Let him have a hometown defense at 168, and if that's what he want to do, or whatever way he want to do it at, it'd be cool if he defended the belt, and just let him go ahead and go on out of there.
Or he
You
can
know
just
what?
ride into the sunset right now.
Right now, he
Or
don't
just
have to.
call it curse. Yeah.
Yeah, he don't have to. He don't. Here's the beauty of it to me. He don't have to prove nothing else. Cause the dude that everybody was riding so hard for, Canelo, he just whooped Canelo. The odds were stacked against him. All his fans said that there was no way for him to beat him. And that's just it. He don't have to go down to beat nobody because right now, in my opinion, there's nobody that's down lower up under 168 and down, except that you can call and say they would have beat Canelo. I'll give the fans, I'll give his fans that. The guy that was needed to come up and beat him has done that. Now, like we were talking about last week, who else would we be calling up to that we think would beat Canelo? Other than, people might say Boots because the rumors of the sparring that went on. But as far as straight out your mind and thought, we wouldn't be calling for nobody else to move up to fight him.
Man, easy if Boots get hit. I wouldn't even say I would call for him to go at that fight because I know they sparred, but you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said of the rumors of sparring.
But hey, I was thinking about something too. Ennis might could have took some confidence from him in sparring. If you offering up with the young fast guy and he putting hands on your motherfucking ass, how can you feel confident going into the fight? It's just like when Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas. They say he was in camp getting his ass toe up. And he went off into the fight, and Buster Douglas put it all together on his motherfucking ass. I'm pretty sure that he had some bad days fighting Ennis if they really let him off the leash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a young, fast kid, man. And he got some pretty good size and shit for his weight class. He can put some hands on your motherfucking ass.
Plus the guy that's getting ready for the fight is sparring other guys. So it ain't like you probably ain't sparring him fresh. You know what I'm saying? He probably just got done sparring 2 or 3 other guys, then bring Boots in, fresh off the damn, off the bus, and come in there, piecing them up a little bit.
It might not have been like that though, because my bad. Let me just say this one thing. It might not have been like that because Ennis got a fight coming up himself in October and shit. So they might have actually got some hardcore sparring in. And
but
then
I don't think he was there for a few days or maybe a week though. He wasn't there like the whole camp. He wasn't there long.
Okay, so
well, shit. Another thing to consider is talking about Boots might have been putting hands on him in the gym. What's your boy name? Breadman, Steven Breadman. He always talking about how Boots is the best gym fighter that he has ever seen in out of all his watching boxing. So that's something else to think about.
Like the good practice player that I used to talk about in basketball. Motherfucker cold in practice, but then you get in the game, you ain't all that. Not saying that that's Boots, because I say that Boots shines brighter when the lights get brighter. I still believe that. But he's going to have to, like you guys say, he's going to have to plow his own road to get his own legacy together. There's no need to be looking for Crawford, because now Crawford has put himself in a situation to say, I beat the cash cow of the game. Let's just go ahead and say what it is. He beat the cash cow. What does anybody else offer Bud Crawford right now? Anything else that he goes to fight, if he chooses to do so, is just a cherry on top.
Well, he was saying before this fight that he might go back to 154 and win undisputed again. And he was like, ooh. So it looked like that's something that's really been on his mind and shit. He just like the accolades, man. He is the ultimate legacy fighter. Yeah, he the ultimate legacy fighter, bro.
He collecting them chips.
He want his scalps and he want them. He want the recognition. He understand what's gonna give him that. Like when I look at Crawford didn't cheat boxing. He didn't disrespect boxing, but boxing cheated and disrespected him. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, I can say what I want to say about the 135 and 140, but once he went up and beat Jeff Horn, if he was able to fight Spence, Thurman, Garcia, Ugas, and all the motherfuckers and whoop their ass, he would have got to this point that we looking at him right now a long time ago. And I know y'all looked at him the way y'all looked at him, but I'm talking about the whole world, including me. Like, we would have got a chance to have them Madrimov type of moments and shit way sooner. We had to wait till the motherfucker was damn near 40 before he was able to get the fights that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And get to the position that he in now. So I just feel like he really, even though he got the shine tonight, he's still a hard luck fighter to me. And I like that he carried that hunger with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't never feel accomplished to where he's like, okay, now I can sit back and rest on my laurels and just enjoy the fruits of my labor and shit. No, it was always the next thing, because I still got something to prove to you motherfuckers. I'm the hard luck guy, southpaw. Y'all motherfuckers been avoiding me and all this kind of shit. And I don't, even though I got these accolades, I'm undisputed and shit twice and all that. People still got doubts about me as an all-time fighter and all that. And he was able to get in the position that he wanted to be in, and shit. He just kept on chomping away and just kept going. So salute to that motherfucker, man. He a real warrior, and he a damn good ambassador for boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I agree with you of not cheating the sport. Like we've said so many times, he a gym rat, don't drink, don't smoke. And I have harped so much about Canelo drinking. I have been harping about that for a long time, especially since this fight was announced. I was like, Canelo drink too much. He, that's going to me, it played a dividend.
Don't give him no excuse, MZ.
I ain't giving him no excuse. His ass should have just been a true warrior to the game. He cheated the game. Y'all know how I feel about Canelo. Motherfucker pop dirty. It's hard for me to. It's been hard for me to respect him. That's why I never really looked for his fights. I wouldn't run into every Canelo fight to say, "Ooh, I gotta see Canelo." That just never happened, unless he was fighting somebody that I felt like was going to give him a true fight. Floyd, Bivol. Let me go ahead and say Caleb Plant.
We was excited about Laura.
Don't forget about Laura.
Laura.
Too. Austin Trout had just beat
Cotto. Trout, yep.
Yeah, he had just beat Cotto, and I thought he had action against Canelo.
I thought he beat Canelo.
I thought he was beating him too, but they had the open scoring and
open scoring was some bullshit, and it was in Texas.
Yeah, Mexican territory, and he got the knockdown on Trout, made him do the stanky leg. That didn't help, but I thought overall Trout controlled the fight, man, and won the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Had
so many
Trout was a southpaw.
Yeah, southpaw.
I'm just saying me. I just for me, Canelo just never reached that point to make me just want to see him fight. That just never was. He's never been that for me. Never.
Yeah, Canelo does some sucker shit, man. Like I can't remember who it was that like they was actually setting Canelo up to fight Victor Ortiz. Which didn't make sense when it was guy like this was around the time when he didn't want smoke with Charlo twins and Andre. They were trying to set him up with a fight with Victor Ortiz, and Victor Ortiz ended up getting his jaw tore off by damn Josecito Lopez. So then Canelo fought Lopez, and it's like, man, why is he fighting these type guys? Why he fighting? And Ortiz, these guys were like 40 pounders, right? They just came up to 47. And you know what I'm saying? He a 54 pounder fight these guys. Like that shit was crazy. And then like that's why I said that when I started really looking at it, like, man, this dude don't really want fights that are stacked in his favor. And that's when I really kind of start seeing Canelo differently. Like I said, I respect the hell out of how he dismounted El Perro, Angulo. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of his great moments. But at the same time, I had to look at the kind of fighter that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a simple, basic ass fighter.
Right, yeah. Tough, rugged guy that's gonna come forward, but Canelo know where he gonna be at. He ain't gotta find him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his feet worse than Canelo's. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? That's the tailor-made kind of guy. If you could take what he given, then you know what I'm saying, he gonna be there to be got. And Canelo got him. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of stuff that Canelo just did over the years. And I'm like, man, I can't get this guy all this praise everybody again. And when I see all this stuff, all these weight clauses, and even when he was fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., like he even put a weight clause on that dude, man. Dude already was coming back down and weight to fight Canelo at a catch weight of like 164 or something crazy. And then Canelo still put a weight, like rehydration clause on the dude. Had him out there, had him in there looking emaciated in the fight and couldn't even stop him. So I was like, nah, this dude ain't what he built to be. So that's why I said, man, like it's hard for me to like really be that high. That's why I said, man, you had a great fighter there against a really good fighter.
I don't want to take too much away because that'll be taken
away from Crawford. I got
taken away from Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, we still Crawford still get his because the boxing world, the pundits, experts,
they crown Canelo what they crown.
Exactly, and because they gave him that, I won't argue with that. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, he was not that. And I'm glad Crawford showed that. I'm gonna beat your ass. You bigger than me. You supposed to be more powerful than me. This is a mountain that's too big for me to climb. He went and dismantled and dispelled all of that. And because he dispelled that, I'm super happy for him. I'm super glad. This was a fight that I wanted to see.
For me, they gave Canelo the crown. I'm gonna let him wear that motherfucker. He just got it knocked off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, they say he a good fighter, man. He a great fighter, all time, and all the type of shit. I'm gonna let him have that.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, he all the time. He just
Crawford just knocked off ATG, huh?
Yeah.
Crawford just knocked off the greatest Mexican of all time with fast twitch muscles and all that old type of shit. That's what Crawford just beat.
And let's give Crawford his extra credit. Because Canelo actually was a 175-pound champion at one time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That Rocky Field and what the fuck is
no?
Name?
He beat Kovalev. Kovalev 175.
Oh, that was for the championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had just beat he just defended it against
Yard. Yeah. So he beat Kovalev for the title at 175. So he beat a guy that done been champion at 175.
Even though he fought the motherfucker 3 weeks after he fought.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was fair. Now, yeah, but we ain't gonna. We don't want to. We don't want to take away from him. So let's just.
Oh no, we're not taking away from him because he took a year. He took a year to acclimate himself at 168, which people were saying, "Oh, that's too much." So, no matter how you chalk this up and break it down, Crawford did something amazing.
Yeah,
he was out the ring for a solid year.
Yeah,
and you couldn't beat this man.
And you can say, arguably, coming out his worst performance in a decade.
Right, against Madrimov. People talk bad about it. Oh, he couldn't do nothing against Madrimov. What do you think he gonna do against Canelo? Whoop his ass. That's what he gonna do.
Whoop that trick.
I thought you was gonna keep. You got me crunk over here.
Hey, and if Canelo hadn't been so nice and humble, Crawford would have been talking shit to him just like he did Deary John. He'd asked him, did he get what he was looking for?
Oh, he got what he was looking for. He got it. His people got it.
I seen one of the anti-Bud channels, you know what I'm saying, the other day talking about how Bud showing Canelo more respect than he showed Spence, and basically trying to talk down on like man, Bud always gave Spence his props. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get his issue was the heckler at the thing, Spence family member, whoever that was, that was trying to take it somewhere
his
else.
ass get active.
Yeah, that was it. Wasn't even about Spence. Spence them kept saying they gonna break him. He ain't fought nobody. He didn't ever say nothing, derogatory or nothing like that towards Spence. But it was like, I was like, yeah, I don't care how much he's showing the respect. I guarantee you, he in that ring, he gonna get his respect.
I think he showed Canelo less respect. I don't remember him walking up on Canelo and shit and like
walking up on Spence, you mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Yeah. I don't remember seeing him
but they ain't talking. This was before all that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You talking about early on, not the way in. You talking about early on. Yeah,
all that shit, man.
Yeah, but this a Spence fanatic. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna see it that way. But you're right. You're right. He, you know what I'm saying? He set the tone. He set the tone with Canelo at that first press conference. And it pretty much stayed that way going forward until even how it ended tonight. Like you said, at the weigh-in, how it went. How it went after the opening bell. You know what I'm saying? He went in, he let him know, hey, I'm here to fight.
Yeah, I think he was very assertive against Canelo and borderline aggressive in some spots. He told his fans they're gonna cry when they get home. And he didn't do Spence the same way, in my opinion. I think he's a little bit more aggressive against Canelo.
I even think as far as the actual talking, like you're like guaranteeing I'm gonna win. I think he was even more assertive in that regard with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think he was that dismissive of Spence. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
exactly. For real. Like the talking was a little bit different against Canelo. Like he knew what he was gonna do. For sure, he might have knew what he was gonna do against Spence too, for sure. But I just think he was a little bit more demonstrative with Canelo.
Yeah.
For
And that's
those
like,
that didn't see Clarissa Shields at the fight, courtesy of Fight Hype, I'm gonna go ahead and put their name out there. There she go. There go my
okay.
girl Whoop.
Yeah, good stuff. I figured she was there.
Yeah.
Baumgartner probably saw that while she
She said,
came
I told y'all.
talking out the side of her neck. Yeah, Clarissa Shield telling folk they were crazy. They think Bud didn't have a chance to beat Canelo.
Exactly.
I seen a dude, y'all CJ Goodfellow, he on Facebook talking about anybody who think Crawford got stand a chance to beat Canelo, y'all smoking crack. I put a picture of Tyrone Big and said, this must be me. I said, this must be me today then. That's what I said, that's what I said before the fight. Then I came back, seeing he had to make a post after the fight, talking about, man, Canelo let this little bitty man go up there and beat him. I was like, yeah, Canelo. I said, yeah, Canelo got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Go off the bone.
Yeah, I was trying to find a picture. I was trying to find Pookie, but I was trying to find a meme of Pookie, but I ain't had none. I couldn't find Pookie, so I put Tyrone Biggums up there. I said, well, this must be me today.
Yeah, that Pookie too raw.
Yeah, Pookie too raw for the gifs or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was I said, man, that joker. That Noah Crawford finna make a lot of people eat. Hey, I had when I was scrolling on YouTube a while ago, right after I saw Lala video, I seen Showbiz on her. Yeah, you know what I'm finding out? You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that so many people care about what I say. I'm like, man, you don't want him making all these I'm saying, like all these just over the top videos talking about how I want to hear what Ness got to say too. All
Bet
these
10
folks talk.
grand that Bud was gonna lose.
Did he?
That's what he
That's
said.
why he was talking stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. But all these jokers just talking like anybody who thought not thought that Bud would win, but thought that Bud had a chance was off they rock. And
Hey,
then
I wonder how far off the rocker we are now.
hey, I got told, hey, I don't always get them right, but when it comes to them big fights, I don't hardly miss.
I feel you.
I was kind of nervous because so many people was picking Crawford. Like at my poker game, everybody picked Crawford except for two people.
Damn.
And they was taking bets like a motherfucker for Canelo. And they're talking
they got to pay a
cash
lot of
money shit. Hell yeah, them niggas coming. They bet several $1,000s on Canelo, bro. Like it was two people that bet damn near everybody at the poker game. And niggas got online accounts and shit. They getting online. They betting on Crawford online and shit. It was one motherfucker. He bet them two people. I think he bet them $500 a piece, and then he jumped online and bet another $500 on the motherfucker.
But see, that's how you know the Canelo fans, them folk that were talking crazy, they weren't confident that they wanted to, because them odds never did sway way back up for Canelo. If they were betting like that for Canelo, them odds would have, you know what I'm saying, the odds would have got bigger, got wider on his favor.
Well, those two guys, they wasn't betting online.
No, I ain't talking about them guys. I'm talking about these people online. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't betting like they were talking.
Yeah. A lot of people was betting at their jobs and all this kind of shit. There's that one nigga that I told you about, his name, we call him Vegas. And he betting at the job, he bet niggas at the game, he bet niggas on betting the websites online. He was all in on Crawford, nigga. I'm talking about, and he been talking about this shit for months. He talking about he gonna whoop this boy ass, man. And he putting his money where his mouth is. And that nigga, I know he crunk right now. I wish I had that nigga number.
He probably sitting pretty right about now.
Oh yeah, he's smiling ear. I'm gonna tell you, he a straight up winner too. And he is a person that made me like be more confident. Cause this dude here, he just seemed like he just lucky as hell. He seemed like a guy that live right. It's hard to beat him. Like even at poker, he ain't that good, but it just seemed like he lucky as hell. He always get the card he need and all that kind of shit. And this motherfucker locking in on Crawford. I'm talking about probably harder than anybody I saw because he betting like big. It's big for a broke motherfucker. He probably had about $3,000 of bets out there, some shit like that. That motherfucker was serious about Crawford winning this fight, and he was right. Salute to Vegas.
They look right there in that picture. Don't they look a little dejected right there?
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Hey, can you play some of that? A little bit of
Hey,
it?
that coach right there is one of the most overrated coaches
You
in
say, can I
boxing
play it?
history.
Hey,
Okay,
at the
who is
press
this?
conference, man, Canelo, they asked him to compare his fight between Mayweather and his fight with Bud, and he said he think Crawford is way better than Mayweather.
Do you know about what number that's at?
He fresh off of that ass whooping though.
This
It
coming from
sound
Fight
like
Hype, so
the
that way,
Kane had a Mexican accent when he started
Yeah, I
speaking.
heard that too.
Probably just subconsciously imitating his ass.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, Devo, I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit for you, but it's
but
coming from
look,
Fight Hype, so I'm
yeah,
gonna give him their
but
props.
Trey, you know that is his junior trainer. You know that ain't his original trainer with that dude dad.
Yeah, I remember old school. He didn't
Yeah,
know
what's
shit
his name?
about boxing either.
Chepe. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know shit about boxing either. Them
Right,
niggas had
right.
to learn. They
That's what
had to
I'm
learn
saying.
from other people.
And the other dude had to learn from him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One motherfucker got a brain trust in his corner, and the other motherfuckers got people that's reading books on boxing and learning how to box in real time and shit. You
That
know
made
what
me
I'm saying?
think. That made me think about you said you found that book up under that ring, that apron that time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I just said that. The motherfucker
Man,
boxing for dummies book.
that was the funniest shit in the world when you said that.
Yeah, Russell found it right under the ring, a yellow boxing for dummies book. Yeah, that's what Canelo working with. And these motherfuckers got boxing techniques that go back to Joe Gans and shit. Nigga, how the fuck he gonna compete with that?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker here is a goddamn what's a new computer that's out?
MacBook.
Yeah, they own some MacBook shit, and this motherfucker Canelo a Univac or a ENIAC or some shit. Like nigga, that shit don't compare. Too much computing power in the ring. And that's something that really stood out to me. Because Crawford put good shots on Canelo, don't get me wrong. But it was the mental beat down that was taking place that really stood out to me. Because the man looked like he just conceding what's going on right now. Like there's nothing I can do. If we gonna have a race and I run a 4.8 and you run a 4.3, what the fuck y'all want me to do? The man is faster than me. I can't beat him. And it's just the mental pressure that he was putting on this dude, man. He always thinking in there. He always showing you a different look. He's over here. He's over there. He's north, south, east, and west in the ring. He's in the center of the ring. The motherfucker southpaw throwing looping shots and shit. Now he coming back with straight shots. Now he back on the jab. Now he jab to the body on your motherfucking ass. Now he just catching and shooting and coming back with the looping left hand after you throw your hard shots. And it's just so much shit going on. And I'm gonna tell you, Crawford is one of the harder fighters to call. It's hard to call this fight because you can't anticipate his next move. Like when you call a fight, man, if you want to stay on top of the action, you got to anticipate what they're gonna do a little bit. You can't just react to everything. You got to kind of see the positioning of their body so you can get a jump on your words and shit.
Don't give
But
away
with,
your secrets, bro. Don't give away your secrets.
but with Crawford, you can't do that. Crawford too technical. It's too much fighting. It's too much scientific shit. So unless you just good at calling out the scientific portions of his fight game, you good. But if you just looking at the action points, the punches that he throwing and all that kind of shit, it's difficult because he's doing a lot more than just punching. You know what I'm saying? He's setting up shit. He's setting traps and doing all of this shit, man. Yeah,
That boy,
motherfucker tough.
Hey,
they
that
say he
reminds me of
here,
something
he
Shakur
there.
Stevenson said about sparring Terrence Crawford. He was like his brain hurt from thinking so much when he sparred with Terrence.
There you go. And Canelo had a hurt brain tonight. He had a brain freeze, motherfucker, fighting against
Yeah.
Crawford. Square business. That motherfucker meninges and all type of shit fucked up in his brain right now.
That boy say he here, he there. He's the Scarlet Pumpernickel. He's everywhere.
Yeah,
He putting hands all on him.
yeah.
Um, so
So
yeah,
then you gonna play a little bit of that clip.
yeah. I was trying. Yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead and pull it up. They what am I trying to say? The volume wasn't that great, but let me pull it. Here we go. See, I get it for you. Hold on. Let me because fuck it. No, you ain't the champion no more, motherfucker.
Mincha, one little fighter. Young one.
That motherfucker looking weary in that corner. What round is it, SA? Damn, this fight is going slow.
Oh shit. The volume went down on my
In
bad.
the 11th, 12th round, there were moments where it looked as if the frustration was coming through. You put your hands down, you shook your head. What were you feeling and thinking in that moment? With the frustration getting better.
You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body does not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it.
Power was a big area of this fight. At any point in the fight, do you feel like you hit Crawford with your biggest and best shot?
No, I don't think so. I hit Crawford, but no clean shots, like with all my power.
What do you feel like he was doing to neutralize your ability to land your big punches?
No, he's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He knows how to move and everything.
Thank you so much. Incredible fight. We'll see you again. Appreciate it.
Hey, did you hear him say, "Oh, he's a great fighter"? I thought he was a good fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He knows how to move. Shit, okay. Dude. It would be like,
What else? Bill, I came to Canelo. Marcus Hayes is fighting on TV right here in the middle. Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself. And I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number two, Champ, I want to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try. But you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go. And I try all the rounds. I never think about that because my game. So I cannot think in that way. But I try my best tonight.
And lastly, for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terrence Bud Crawford.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
is that what we was looking to hear?
I couldn't really hear him clearly, I ain't gonna lie. But look, man, it's past 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I'm gonna be hurt tomorrow. So I'm about to go ahead and take my ass to bed. Appreciate you letting me get on the panel, man. Salute to everybody off in the chat, man. Much love to everybody. Been watching fights and shit together for a few years and shit now, man. We're gonna keep this shit rolling. Well, I'm gonna get with y'all boys tomorrow, man. I'm about to hit this weed and I'm about to go to bed. Salute.
All right, bro. Take
Yeah,
it
I'm gonna
easy.
go and hop off too, man. It's 4 o'clock over here, and I gotta get up about 7:30.
I
But
feel you guys.
but I'm still finna make my rounds and go poke the bear a little bit before I turn in.
I greatly appreciate y'all coming in here with me.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you going live, man. It was good chopping up with y'all during the fight, and of course this post fight live stream, man. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace to everybody. Salute.
All right. Shoot, let me see before I get up out of here. Styles make fights. Bud showed up with a whole 250 with a drawer full of tools. Canelo showed up with a hammer and nails. That's it. And he couldn't get the nails in because he was using the wrong kind of nails for wood. He was using sheetrock nails. That ain't gonna do too much. Not at all. Moody Trayweather said, really, Bud welterweight run was made me a believer. I feel you on that. The way he walked through that division was crazy. Forget Burns and Ndango. Yeah, I saw Wilder at the fight, standing up there, looking. You know, what can you say? He was at the fight. I ain't gonna put nothing on him, take nothing from him. Let me see. Gamboa was the man too when Bud fought him. Yeah, Gamboa was holding it down on his own. And you know, for those that's with me, I'm sitting here right now tripping. I'm rewatching the fight. Netflix is letting it run again, so I'm watching it again right now as we talking. Lala D said, has anyone checked on Ellie Setback or Fanon? No, ain't no need to even go mess with them. Not at all. I'm thinking about taking Monday off. Shit, celebrate with the Mexicans on their holiday. Ooh, you wrong for that. Knowing they celebration ain't gonna be too happy seeing that they man lost brutally. Tim Bradley know it was gangster too. Tim Bradley was warning us. Well, he wasn't warning us, cause over here in MZ Toss Boxing, we was riding with Canelo right out the gate, right out the start. So I ain't tripping on that. I enjoyed this fight. And let's take a moment to salute Bud's team, Bo Mac, Bernie, and them. Yeah, I truly love the way they was standing there when they was introducing Bud. When the fight was getting ready to start, how they all was standing there with their hand up in the air with that one finger up. Bo Mac standing there with that look on his face like, y'all know what time it is. This man finna go out here and whoop this man. And he went out there and did his thing. OG Napoleon Armstrong, I think the Nelson stoppage, he was still throwing, man. You know, he was still throwing. Yeah, the dude was throwing at it. He was missing some of those punches from what I seen. And I don't know if the stoppage was early. I think they should have gave him a little. I think the ref could have gave him a little more to see if he was going to get dropped or not. But you know, that's a horse of another color. It's pretty much all about it's all about Bud tonight. I don't care what nobody else did. It's all about Bud tonight. Lone One came through and said Bud took the living soul from his ass. A lot of Mexicans don't personally support Canelo. FYI, Mexican here. Okay, I feel you, Lone One. Appreciate you stopping through. Lala D said, let me find out Boots deliberately took some of Canelo's confidence so Bud could win. That would just be horrible. Horrible. I know it's not necessarily your favorite person, but I can't wait to hear what Dante got to say all this week. He is the ultimate racist Mexican troll. Well, we'll see what he has to say, Kovalev. Okay, we're going through. I'm just trying to get these read-offs in before I bounce out. Bud not only took his soul, he took his fans too. You know what? I kept saying how quiet the arena was once that fight started going and Bud really started teeing off and making Canelo look slower than he. Really punishing Canelo when they were linking up and locking up in the ring. I really enjoyed the fight. To hear Canelo say that he tried his best. Y'all, you know, for those that didn't really understand what they were saying on Fight Hype, like I said, I give them their credit on the video that I ran. Canelo said that, you know, he was trying his best. He just, you know, Bud's just a great fighter. And I have to emphasize him saying he's a great fighter because y'all heard him saying he's just a good fighter in the build-up of the fight. You know, the question of name one elite fighter that you fought. And when Bud said him, everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. Well, I wonder who's laughing now. Oh, I guess Bud and his crew. Bud and his team. His fans. That's who's laughing now. I actually can't wait to see what people have to say when it comes down to it. Oh, damn, Decane, I thought you had left. I didn't know that you lost connection. But it is late. And he said, I'm going to have to rewatch the fight before church, Moody Trayweather. I'm actually rewatching the fight right now. And the way I'm feeling, you know, it is what it is. Did y'all get entertained? Were you not entertained tonight? I told you I was going to come on here and enjoy the tears, sweet like honey, coming from the Canelo fans. And before I leave, I'm going to hit y'all one time with You Can't by the Track Type. And I think this is a fitting song to drop for Bud before I get up out of here. Let me hold up. There we go. Let's go ahead. This was for Bud, y'all. This is fitting for what went down tonight in the ring. You can't.
I tell them
Let's
you
get it.
can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. I'm a type of nigga that says shit straight. I never did hate, that's a bitch nigga trait. By any means, baby, I'ma get to the cake. I been a real nigga, so it ain't for debate. Beefing with me, get you hit with a stake. She left you for me, saying you the mistake. I can't be replaced. No, saving what hoes? Do you see me with a cape? I hustle from sun up to sundown. If a hater run up, he get walked down. We be up in that stick on who talk down. Reaching for my shit, 5-5. I be putting in work, I don't clock out. Talking dirty, you niggas get mouthed out. Shout it like how I kick it like Kung Lao. Cause these niggas be chicken, compound. I ain't wanna do it, but have to. I'm the shit like I live in the bathroom. Pull up, eat it, and dip, she fast food. Girl, let me show you what this cash do. I'm going nuts like the cashews. My name in they mouth with a bad move. Not a brokey, I go with a cash move. I'ma set this shit off if I have to. Hey. Niggas ain't built like me, bionicles, but you self-made. It's ironic though, you original but you be copying. I'm by my coins, I got that sonic flow. Bruce Lee, Roy, bitch, I got the glow. Probably run a ticket up at Papa Do's. Call me Young Atomic cause I'm about to blow, nigga. Pause, no homo, no homo. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. You can't get like me. Pack strong, hit like me. We ride till we D.I.E. My cash up too lit, I be up.
And that's the way I feel, Bud said to Canelo. We out, y'all. Thank you for stopping through. Peace.